If you're still waiting for a sign, here's another one. At California Psychics, we reject 98% of the psychics who apply to work for us. So we only connect you with the best. That's how we can guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And right now, new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. Dramatic sound effect incoming. Experience the joy of certainty at CaliforniaPsychics.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
If you live in rural Washington, this matters. Olympia is proposing a new forestry rule, making hundreds of thousands of acres off limits on streams with no fish. The result? $8 billion in harm to rural jobs, sawmills, and family foresters. It won't help salmon, and it wasn't driven by science. Olympia's gone too far. Tell Olympia to follow the forest and fish law. Go to forestandfish.com and tell them to start over.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download. AKA the DMD. Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
Well, good morning and happy Monday, guys.
What in the hell just happened?
We skipped the intro, and we're going straight into the Daily.
You know what's funny is I'm just listening, and Danny's like, this is not the right intro. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is totally the intro. What kind of crap did you do in New Mexico?
Well, and you know what I was going to, what my whole thing was going to be about today was a case of the Mondays already happening. And Danny, now this is continues to be a case of the Mondays. I spilled coffee all over myself in the car today.
Oh, wow.
So shout out to everybody else out there that has already, had a case of the Mondays.
I forgot a banana.
Oh, no.
I mean, I don't know how we're going to rebuild, guys.
I'm still drunk from the weekend, apparently, because I just deleted the intro out it's like there was nothing else going on.
You set the bar so low that we can only get better. And I appreciate you for that, because you knew exactly how. I mean, I'm still recovering from a camping weekend.
Oh.
Wow.
It's a good one.
We will rebuild.
Yeah, let's continue to inform the Rockaholics.
Should we have the intro again or just start it right now? What do you guys want to do?
Just start it right now.
Just start it right now. Hey, the DMV is brought to you by Palace Law. It's National Junk Food Day, and you know what? Right now, I could use a little comfort food. What are you going with?
Ooh, I would maybe some Sour Patch Kids or sour gummy worms, some sort of sour candy.
You know what's funny is I don't put candy into the junk food world, but it totally is. I'm just thinking chips or chocolate or things along those lines. I don't know why a good can of Pringles right now. Just original Pringles.
You just like the plain ones?
I like them all.
I like
the pizza flavored ones.
Pizza ones are great. I like the barbecue Pringles. Mm-hmm. I mean, I appreciate all the Pringles.
All right, Danny, you're going with junk food. What are you getting?
Chili cheese fries.
Ooh.
Chili cheese fries.
Yeah, just a good mess of.
See, I don't know if I even consider that to be junk food. What do you consider that? Like a full meal? I'm clearly a junk food gatekeeper.
We should run it by Steve before we have it.
No, I see your candy more as a junk food than Danny's chili cheese fries. Chili cheese fries is part of a meal.
Right now. This is so great.
We're unhinged already. Hey, you know what? We just got to try and forget about what happened to the Mariners. Man, what an awesome Friday and Saturday. I was not able to keep tabs on much of the Mariners game while I was camping, but everyone at the end of the night, get on my phone just to see how the Mariners did. I'm like, yeah, they won again. Yeah, they won again. And then yesterday I finally get home to watch the game. Mariners.
Wah, wah.
Oh, that was a rough one. They had a 3-0 lead. They ended up losing 11-3, but at one point they had a 3-0 lead.
You got to find those positive moments.
Oh, man, but you know what? At the end of the day, they got a little bit closer to the Houston Astros, and that was the hope. They won 2 out of the 3, so that was a really good showing for the Mariners. Up next, they're taking on the Milwaukee Brewers, and you're like, okay, how are they going to do? Well, the Brewers are currently on a 10-game winning streak.
That sounds like a challenge.
It seems like it's time for it to end.
Yes.
You can't do 11.
No.
All right, so go Mariners tonight over at T-Mobile Park.
Also from the world of Seattle sports, the Seahawks have released tight end Noah Fant ahead of training camp, and this saves $8.91 million in cap space while taking on a $4.5 million dead cap hit.
I was wondering if this was going to happen or not, just because, I mean, they did get a new kid from that they drafted. It was Arroyo, I believe.
Yes, Elijah Arroyo.
And then they got that Barner kid who did pretty good last year, and I'd imagine he's going to take a jump up this season. I was like, I wonder what this is going to mean for a guy like Noah Fant, who, you have to pay a lot of money if you want to keep him.
For sure. And he was part of the 2022 Russell Wilson trade and just never really quite got to the level that he was expected to.
Mr. Unlimited.
No, he was not unlimited. All right, so if you see if they issue an order that says do not drink water, are you partially kind of wanting to drink the water?
Just to see what it tastes like?
You're not, Danny? You're not a rebel like us?
I don't want to get sick.
Do you want to smell it?
No, actually, I don't. Thank you.
Just a little sip?
No, I'm good.
All right, well, yeah, this happened in Port Angeles yesterday where they're just like, they told the entire city, hey, do not drink water. So hopefully people didn't. They had to deal with a bunch of stuff because of a petroleum spill that happened from a tanker crash into Indian Creek. Now, the order lasted about 9 hours. So they had to figure out exactly what was going on, and now it's okay to drink the water. But yeah, there was a little bit of an issue in Port Angeles when it came to drinking water.
Well, and especially right in the middle of summertime and it's getting hot, and they had these bottled water distribution centers because it's like, well, what are you going to do?
Well, even though we were at the KOA in Leavenworth, right? And so everything's going great, So it's like, okay, I'm going to go into one of the community bathroom, go freshen up and all that. 2 minutes goes by, she comes back out, and I'm like, that was a really fast freshening up. What the hell happened? She's like, water's not working.
Oh, no.
I was like, excuse me, what? She's like, I don't know what's going on, but the water's not working. And I even tried the little water fountain where you can fill your water bottles. No water's coming out. About 5 minutes later, I get a text on my phone. The KOA would keep you updated on whatever's going on at the KOA, from arts and crafts to, hey, there's a car parked here that's not supposed to be here, to, hey, our water's down. It might be down for a little while. We'll let you know when it gets back on. I was like, this is not helping camping with Sid at all.
Oh, that poor woman.
Oh, yes. As far as weather, we're going to be hitting a high of 78 degrees. The DMD, it's brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, and that's what's up.
The Daily Migs Show.
Daily Migs Show.
It is a very special time of year. Kicks for Kids is back in action, and we want to put brand new sneakers on children in need through Mary's Place.
And I love our Rockaholics. We said any amount helps. It could be $5, it could be $10. So look at the most recent donations. Shout out to Lake Roberts, donated $50 to Kicks for Kids. Shout out to Kimberly Larvia. She donated $10 to Kicks for Kids. And then Eric Jones, $100 to Kicks for Kids. And let's not forget our awesome anonymous donator of $1,000. All this helps.
Do you know what I'm not seeing, though, Steve?
What?
A lot of folks joining the 69 Club.
Let's make it today.
Today's the day. Go to KISW.com, join the 69 Club.
We want to see a slew of 69s on the donations.
Head over to KISW.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
If you live in rural Washington, this matters. Olympia is proposing a new forestry rule, making hundreds of thousands of acres off limits on streams with no fish. The result? $8 billion in harm to rural jobs, sawmills, and family foresters. It won't help salmon, and it wasn't driven by science. Olympia's gone too far. Tell Olympia to follow the forest and fish law. Go to forestandfish.com and tell them to start over.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
It was the Kiss Cam Chronicles heard round the world.
One of my favorite stories of 2025, without a doubt. It made the weekend so much fun.
By now, probably everybody has heard about what happened at the Coldplay concert where a CEO was basically outed via Kiss Cam, cheating on his wife on the Jumbotron.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. Your team. Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Well, let's just say they're not very shy.
It was the first part.
And oh my gosh, man, when I saw this, and it was at a Coldplay concert, which I didn't even know they did a Kiss Cam at the Coldplay show. I didn't even know we were still doing Kiss Cams in 2025.
No!
But here we are. And maybe now they're going to be coming back because of this.
I'm excited for more of these things.
The look on that guy. What was your first thought when you saw that?
Why did you move? If you would have just played it cool, no one would have ever thought anything of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think the guy's a total douche, but I'm like, hey, man.
I do love that. Ever since then, like a lot of people have been coming out being like, oh, he's a total D-bag of a boss, too. So none of us are feeling bad for this guy whatsoever.
No, not at all. And now apparently Coldplay at their shows is now warning about the Kiss Cam before the Kiss Cam actually takes place. And it's just great.
We'd like to say hello to some of you in the crowd. How we're going to do that is we're going to use our cameras and put some of you on the big screen. So please, if you haven't done your makeup, do your makeup now.
If you're in the middle of an affair, go to the beer garden now.
I mean, again, if they had just not looked guilty, nobody would have ever known that there was something weird going on there.
I think it just illustrates, though, like sometimes people think they're just like untouchable or F-withable. Like, because like this guy probably, I mean, you're doing something already that you don't want to get caught doing, but you're just so ballsy. Oh, bad choice. You know what I mean? You're just so full of yourself that you think, I'm never going to get busted for this. That you're going to a show. Not only are you going to the show, but then you're just like lovingly embracing this person from behind, and then you get caught on the Jumbotron.
And she wasn't just any person. She's the HR director. Like, this is literally your job, is to watch out for stuff like this.
Well, you know, sometimes in order to be able to help people, you have to experience it. So maybe she just wanted to know what it's like to have an office relationship in order to be able to handle it for future office relationships.
Well, the CEO, Andy Byron, he has now stepped down as Astronomer's CEO, and they have the co-founder, Pete DeJoy, serving as the interim CEO.
Oh, he was giving a little too much DeJoy to that woman, I think.
I think he was giving all the joy.
I was bummed because, remember, there was a statement that came out soon after that, which for a while I thought, like, and no one was debunking it. So it looked like it was an official statement from him where, like, he apologized. It turns out it was a spoof, but it apologized, then kind of turned it on Coldplay for filming him, and then also quoted a Coldplay song, and I'm like, this is hilarious.
Oh my God! And then did you also hear? I don't know if this is true or not. The internet tells you lots of things, but that his daughter started an OnlyFans as like a
no, I didn't hear
rebuttal.
that.
Again, I don't know if these are true. I don't believe everything I read on the internet, but now they're saying his daughter started an OnlyFans as like a middle finger to dad.
Well, if there's ever a way to teach dad a lesson, it's to start an OnlyFans page.
Yes.
The Daily Migs Show.
Having your affair revealed on a Kiss Cam is pretty epic, but do you think you can top that in any way, Rockaholics? If so, call 206-803-ROCK. How did you discover your significant other was cheating, or how were you busted cheating?
I'm positive there's a listener out there that can top this.
Call now, 206-803-ROCK. We're going to take your calls after Stone Temple Pilots. Getting busted on the Kiss Cam at a Coldplay concert is pretty epic.
Yes.
But somebody else
slightly embarrassing.
Probably got a story that can top that. How did you discover that your significant other was cheating on you, or how were you busted?
We have a great text that involves the Seattle Kraken. But before we get to that text, we have a few other great texts as well. One person said that via text at 206-803-ROCK, he butt dialed me while whispering sweet nothings into his side chick's ear. I listened for about 15 minutes, and then I texted him, I hope she's worth it.
Oh, that's awful.
That is, yeah, you hear about the accidental butt dials. Have you ever been busted somebody for being a little...
No. Very, very honest relationships, Steve. I mean, if I was cheated on, I never found out about it.
They were really good.
They were really good at hiding it.
They were better than the CEO.
They weren't on the Jumbotron kissing.
Marty and Yelm texted and said that they were in a suite at the Copa. It makes sense. I mean, these guys are pretty well off if you're a CEO of a company. He says that there are others in the suite that had been in cahoots with them.
I mean, it looked like they were all hanging together, so it didn't look like it was that much of a secret.
But, I mean, how do you approach that? Because, like, if you see that, let's just say you work for this company that this guy runs, And then you see him like just being kind of a D-bag, but he's being the D-bag with the HR lady. So who do you talk to?
I would probably be afraid to talk to anybody.
You know, you talk to Chris Martin from Coldplay and say, hey, create a cold kiss cam, put it on this guy, and let's out him this way.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, let's talk Kraken. This
Let's
person
do
says,
it.
I caught my boyfriend on TV at a Kraken game with his arm around someone that was not me. So I confronted him the next day, and his response was, what? You don't even like hockey. Why were you watching? I'm like, that's what you got out of this?
You don't even take accountability for your actions, bro. You're putting it back on her.
I like that his issue was that she was watching the game. Like, why are you watching the game, man?
Oh, my gosh. That's terrible.
Because I can see that. Like, if maybe you're like, oh, maybe I'll see my boyfriend on TV.
With the wrong girl. God.
I don't know why I'm picturing him with one of those tentacles that you get at the team shop.
That's what's around her.
That's what's around her. Hey, what's up, yo? Just tickling her with the
God,
tentacle.
gross.
No. All right. How about this one? He had other girlfriend listed in his phone as Joe from work.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's dirty.
I only figured it out when Joe was sending heart emojis and devil emojis as well.
Oh, no. Not the devil emojis.
Oh, yeah. You're up to no
Bad
good.
boy.
You're up to no good if you get the devil emoji. Is that what's going on?
I mean, at least it wasn't eggplants.
Danny, have you ever been busted or busted somebody?
No, I haven't. But speaking of the Joe from work, I had a friend who used to have a girl that he was hooking up with. Is just named Egypt. Because it was like he would get a call from Egypt and it would just show up on his caller ID, but he knew it was his, and he would be like, oh, it's just a spam call.
Oh, my
And his
God.
girlfriend never picked up on it.
A spam call from Egypt.
Yeah, and she was just like, oh, they call you a lot.
Don't try this at home.
I had a buddy. Buddy I used to jam with, not in a band, but we would just jam around. And he told me the craziest story one time. He was not very faithful, and he had it in his phone, not Joe from work, but he had, I think it was like Paul Plumber or something like that. And then he said, one time I called the number because I thought it was my plumber. And then the girl answered. He didn't get busted or anything. He's just like, what are you doing? And then he realized, oh, crap, this girl, I had her always listed as a plumber. And years went by. He forgot that he had it listed as a plumber. And then he went on his phone to try and find a plumber, I guess.
The girl was just the front office assistant.
Yeah.
At Joe's Plumbing Shack.
But she was very good at laying pipe.
Yes, she was.
Or he was. I'm not sure which way that works.
The Daily Migs Show.
How would you like to beat Steve today? Steve, right now your record is 239 wins. It's really good. 73 losses. Not bad. 58 ties in 2025.
But my brain is fried from camping.
206-803-ROCK. We're going to play Beat Migs at 650.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
If you live in rural Washington, this matters. Olympia is proposing a new forestry rule, making hundreds of thousands of acres off limits on streams with no fish. The result? $8 billion in harm to rural jobs, sawmills, and family foresters. It won't help salmon, and it wasn't driven by science. Olympia's gone too far. Tell Olympia to follow the forest and fish law. Go to forestandfish.com and tell them to start over.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure. Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Hate doing cardio? Try brushing and flossing your teeth. I'm not talking about building up a sweat. I'm talking about building a healthier mouth for a healthier heart, for a healthier you. Smile Generation. Trusted dentists look at your care through the lens of the mouth-body connection because what happens in the mouth plays a critical role for the rest of your body. To find a dentist near you, committed to treating all of you, visit smilegeneration.com/confidence today and live longer, healthier, and happier with confidence unleashed.
If you're still waiting for a sign, here's another one. At California Psychics, we reject 98% of the psychics who apply to work for us. So we only connect you with the best. That's how we can guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And right now, new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. Dramatic sound effect incoming. Experience the joy of certainty at CaliforniaPsychics.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
If you live in rural Washington, this matters. Olympia is proposing a new forestry rule, making hundreds of thousands of acres off limits on streams with no fish. The result? $8 billion in harm to rural jobs, sawmills, and family foresters. It won't help salmon, and it wasn't driven by science. Olympia's gone too far. Tell Olympia to follow the forest and fish law. Go to forestandfish.com and tell them to start over.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who is ready to beat Migs? I know Cameron from Everett is. Cameron, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Cameron and Steve Migs. It's time for you to exit the studio.
Bye-bye.
For those who are playing along at home, Cameron has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
How many Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are there?
4.
Correct. What festival was billed as 3 Days of Peace and Music?
Woodstock?
Yes. What state is directly above North Carolina?
Virginia?
Yes. What branch of mathematics originated in ancient Egypt?
Calculus?
No.
Geometry?
Correct. Who was Jackie Piper's childhood playmate?
Pass.
In a game of bridge, which of the 4 suits ranks the highest?
Clubs?
No.
Spades?
Yes, spades. Which South American country has the most Italian speakers?
Venezuela?
No.
Argentina?
Yes. What team retired Michael Jordan's number in 2003 despite him never playing for them?
Pass.
What color was long considered the color of royalty?
Purple.
Yes. With the number being more than 15, how many elements are named after scientists?
17, 18, 19?
No. Who was Jackie Piper's childhood playmate?
Pass.
What team retired Michael Jordan's number in 2003 even though he never played for them?
Whoever is from Utah.
No, but you know what? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 correct. Cameron, I'm really feeling good about this.
Woohoo!
Just so you know, Steve, Cameron just let out a woohoo.
Oh, okay.
So that's how things went.
Well, thanks. Thanks for getting that in the back of my head.
Are you ready?
My brain's not fully functioning still.
I know, because you're camping, Steve.
I'm still in camp mode. Yes, I absolutely am. But let's go.
All right.
How many Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are there?
There's 4.
There are. What festival was billed as 3 Days of Peace and Music?
Firefest. No. Woodstock.
Yes. Which state is directly above North Carolina?
North Dakota?
No.
Illinois?
No.
Ohio?
No. What branch of mathematics originated in ancient Egypt?
Statistics?
No.
Trigonometry?
No.
Geometry?
Yes. Who was Jackie Piper's childhood playmate?
Jackie Piper?
Jackie Paper's childhood playmate, excuse me.
Jackie, who the hell's Jackie Paper? Oh my God. I don't know. Johnny Cardboard?
No.
Pass.
In a game of bridge, which of the 4 suits ranks the highest?
I'm going to say the hearts.
No.
The clubs.
No.
The spades.
Yes. Which South American country has the most Italian speakers?
I don't know. Pass.
What team retired Michael Jordan's number in 2003 despite him never playing for them?
The Washington Wizards?
No. Steve, you got 4 correct. And big surprise, that's a loss.
Oh, come on.
You were defeated 7-4 by
Great
Cameron
game.
from Everett. Good job, Cameron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he did know that directly above North Carolina, you will find Virginia. Jackie Paper's childhood playmate is Puff the Magic Dragon.
Oh, my gosh. I don't know anything
That's
other
a
than...
throwback, right?
That's a good... Yeah. I was like, oh, what is this? Are you guys trying to, like, shame me because it was after my time?
It was definitely before your
It was
time.
before my time.
The South American country with the most Italian speakers is Argentina.
Huh.
Michael Jordan's number was retired by the Miami Heat in 2003.
Any story, do you know why?
I don't know why.
Because my thought was, okay, he's kind of a narcissist. He was like an owner of the Washington Wizards, if I remember correctly. So I could see him doing something like, nobody wears my jersey number.
Two that you didn't get to. What color was long considered the color of royalty?
Purple.
Yes.
Yeah.
And with the number being more than 15, how many elements are named after scientists?
17.
16. I think Cameron would look swell rocking the new I Beat Migs t-shirt, and that is available in the Rock Shop over at KISW.com.
Something got you bent, and now you need to vent, or you did something bad and you need to repent? Well, slide into our BMs.
Yeah, baby, it's time to slide into our BMs. On the Daily Mix Show.
Leaving us a voice message is so easy through the Odyssey app. Just open that bad boy up and look for the microphone icon. Steve, what is our voice message situation like today?
We got a bunch of voice messages over the weekend. Some make sense, some I'm not exactly sure what's going on. So let's just kind of fly through some of these. Are you ready for the first voice message through the Odyssey app?
Been waiting all morning.
Hey, it's me, Grayson. What's up?
Hey, Grayson.
Hey, Grayson, what's up to you?
Hey, it's me, Grayson. What's up?
I hope that's just his regular speaking voice.
If so, every night, if we're all hanging, camping is on my mind. If I'm at a campfire and we're all hanging out, just BSing, I'm like, let Grayson tell a story. We need to hear Grayson just talk.
I love that vibe.
What's up?
Okay. Let's go and check out our next voice message.
Hi, this is John from Tacoma. And when I was about 6 or 7, I actually set fire to my grandmother's store. I didn't even know it was she owned it.
Wait, Grandma's store?
What was in the store?
A lot of flammable stuff, apparently.
She owned it. She leased it out to somebody. I got my tail beat severely for that.
I bet.
With a willow stick. Anyway, have a nice day.
What is a willow stick?
I was just going to ask you that. I thought maybe you would know. Danny, not here to king shame, but what's a willow stick?
No idea.
No one knows what a willow stick is.
I mean,
willow stick.
I assume just a stick from a willow tree.
Where are these willows?
Oh, yeah, it's just a stick.
Oh,
God. I think we were overthinking it. Yeah. Our naughty minds were thinking like there was like some kind of like little, like it's a tickler of some sort. It's not that.
I hope Grandma wasn't using a tickler.
My wife, that's a weird segue.
Wow.
Speaking of weapons, she was giving me a hard time because I grabbed the, we have this taser here at the studio.
Oh, my God.
No.
So when we went camping, I grabbed it and I put it in my bag. She's like, what's this? I'm like, it's a taser. She's like, why do you have a taser? It's like one of those dumb stun gun ones. It's not going to really knock anybody down. It just kind of gives you a little bit of a jolt. I'm like, just in case there's like a bear or something like that. She's like, we're staying at a KOA. I don't think we need to worry about that.
But thank God you brought the taser just in case.
You never know when that goes down. I'm ready to tase that bear.
You are prepared like a Boy Scout, Steve.
I know. I'm seriously super prepared, Tyron Daly. All right, are you ready for the next one? This one does have to do with Coldplay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so we all have heard the jokes about the guy getting busted at the Coldplay show and how it was more embarrassing to be caught at the Coldplay show than to actually be caught cheating.
I'll be honest, the first time I saw that in the comments, even though it's such a joke that writes itself, I did get a good chuckle out of that.
I mean, imagine that, that's how you find out your significant other is into Coldplay.
Oh, it's tough. I took my wife to Coldplay.
Wow.
We were both embarrassed. And actually, oddly enough, we were, God forbid, let's just say I was like the CEO, because there was a picture in the Seattle, I think it was the Seattle PI or the Seattle Times. I can't remember at the time. This was many years ago. Coldplay played at the then Key Arena, and they showed shots from the concert. And one of the shots was my wife and I in the crowd because we got to sit we weren't front row, but we were front row of the catwalk.
And you made the paper.
And we were in the paper, and there's the two of us. We were very embarrassed.
I think that's so cool.
Yeah, it was super cool.
Have you ever been in a concert where you were hoping nobody would see you there?
Yeah, that Coldplay show.
For me, my wife made me go to Lady Gaga. She then posted it on Facebook, tagged me in it, and now was a discussion at work. they were all calling me Gaga for a while. I'm glad that nickname didn't stick. What about you guys? Any concerts that you've been to where you're just like, damn, I hope nobody spots me here?
I mean, definitely Kenny Chesney was one for me. Like,
really?
I was just so out of place anyway, and I didn't want anybody to think I was into Kenny Chesney because I'm not.
I'm judging you right now.
I know you are, Danny. I could feel it.
I'm jealous that you got to see Kenny Chesney. I always, no, I don't.
So 10 out of 10 do not recommend.
There was two instances for me, and I'm curious what Danny's was, because I wasn't super embarrassed, but it was like kind of like one of those moments I'm like, yeah, this does look weird. My buddy Kyle and I, who I used to work with, we ended up at two different concerts, both of them like super pop stars. One time, it was like a radio station thing that I think was like KISS 106 back in the day they did, but we knew a buddy of ours was the record rep. He's like, hey, Christina Aguilera is going to be performing at a high school. Do you want to be there? Like, say less.
They allowed you out of high school?
No. I had to wear a fake mustache. It was crazy. Hello, fellow kids. So we get there, and I'm like, thank God nobody recognized us there. Like, because obviously it was just high schoolers, the record rep, and us.
Some old guys.
Right. Well, we were in our 20s. Also, still old guys in high school. The other one was Britney Spears at the Key Arena. My buddy Kyle and I went, and we had people come up to us like, dude, what's up? Like, who are you taking to this? Like, they thought maybe I had like a little cousin or something, because I didn't have a kid at the time. I was like, my buddy Kyle, and my buddy Kyle was taller than me, and we just stood out like a sore thumb, just these two dudes hanging out at the Britney Spears concert.
Were you doing all the moves?
Oh, hell yeah, of course.
Like the heart moves and all the special choreography?
Taryn, that's in sync.
Oh, sorry.
God, you're so stupid. Danny, what about you?
It's the same, almost the same vein as Terrence. Is country? I hate country music, guys. Like, country music is the worst genre of music in the entire world. So, that being said, I used to work for a cluster of radio stations, and the biggest one was the country station. So, we had to do so many concerts. The worst one was Brad Paisley. Oof. I wanted to throw up in my mouth the entire night because it was just so terrible. And everyone's just losing their mind. And I'm like,
but what about the people watching? It's like, to me, that's like it wasn't even worth it just to see all the hot girls in short shorts?
Honestly, if I would have brought my headphones and listened to something else, yes, Steve, but no.
I think next time you or I end up at a country concert, we should bring earplugs, and people will think, wow, they're so responsible taking care of their hearing, but really we're just trying to just drown it out with silence.
I don't know how much alcohol we need to make this happen. Probably a lot based on you guys' two stories, but we should pick a country show.
And you guys have to wear boots?
And the three of us go, but we go full on, like we embrace the look.
Bolo ties?
Everything.
Hats?
And just crush so much beer that we're those three.
Are you guys going to wear tight pants and belt buckles?
I mean, don't threaten me with a good time.
The Daily Migs Show.
We just can't stop talking about the Coldplay Kiss Cam, can we?
No.
But now we're curious about the Kiss Cam itself and who operates it, and we found a guy that's done it. We're going to chat with him at 7:20.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
If you live in rural Washington, this matters. Olympia is proposing a new forestry rule, making hundreds of thousands of acres off limits on streams with no fish. The result? $8 billion in harm to rural jobs, sawmills, and family foresters. It won't help salmon, and it wasn't driven by science. Olympia's gone too far. Tell Olympia to follow the forest and fish law. Go to forestandfish.com and tell them to start over.
Hey, it's Scott from Northwest Sleep Solutions in Fairhaven. I wanted to let you in on a secret. When the other stores offer huge discounts, it's because they've already jacked up their prices. We've been offering mattresses from top brands at low prices every day for, almost 30 years now. And we don't plan on stopping anytime soon. So if you're looking for a great mattress at a fair price, come down and see us on the corner of 10th and Mackenzie in Fairhaven.
I think the words Kiss Cam have escaped my lips more times in the last 4 days than the rest of the years of my life combined.
Nothing like a good controversy to bring the Kiss Cam and Coldplay back into the public's eye.
So we have become very curious about all things Kiss Cam, and we actually tracked down Todd Kinsey, a freelance TV director and technical director that used to run the Jumbotron for the Kansas City Royals. And Todd, we are so excited to talk with you this morning.
Hey, good morning, y'all. How are you?
We're doing great. Thanks for taking some time out. An article came out a long time ago that was like kind of spotlighting you and the Kiss Cam. So when we saw that, like, I bet he could give us some insight into like how they even pick the people. I mean, before we even get to the Coldplay stuff, like, are you picking people when you were a Kiss Cam operator? Were you picking people because you're like, oh, they'll definitely kiss, or are you also hoping, oh, this looks like a couple, this could get awkward and this would be great for the video?
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit of both. I mean, we're looking for like the best reaction that you can get, and obviously, like you're looking for people initially that'll kiss because you're kind of like rapid fire throwing it like pretty quickly. But we always kind of had like that in our back of the mind, like, hey, let's find, like a young couple that's like teenagers that might be on a first date and it might be like super awkward. Or, looking for like, at the very end of it, looking for like a super old couple that has to like, move a walker to like, lean in and do a super dry kiss, something along those lines. So, yeah, we were always looking for something that would make it fun and people would react.
Were you ever looking for CEOs and the HR directors, though?
Always. If I didn't know that was an option, I'd go to that first every time.
So, Todd, you see that video when the rest of us do. Did you ever have a situation like that?
I mean, we would always have, not quite, obviously, to that extent, but, we would have, I remember one time that we shot a younger couple, and the kid, like, they both look at each other and then look at the video board and are reacting. And I remember the kid, like, they were not kissing. Like, it was very obvious that they weren't a couple. And, like, we hung on it for a little while. And eventually the boy, the young man, just starts, like, with his mouth, like, saying, "My sister, it's my sister," like, mouthing that into the camera.
Has anybody flipped you guys off? Like, I would like, if they're not kissing, I'd be like, well, let's see how long we could keep this going until they finally cave in. Has anyone like cursed you out or flipped you off?
We definitely got like the angry wave off, like from the grouchy old lady, just like throwing her hands, like, waving the camera away, like she's going to be able to move it. So yeah, we definitely got some of that too. I don't know if we ever got a finger. At least not on the Kiss Cam. Definitely got it other times.
So what was your thoughts when you saw this whole story blow up? I got to imagine it must have triggered some fun memories of you like, oh man, back in the day, man, articles were written about me in the Kiss Cam. Like, this is crazy that the Kiss Cam's back into the forefront of pop culture.
Oh yeah, I mean, for sure. When I saw it, I mean, obviously I had the same reaction as everybody else. Like, oh, something's definitely amiss here. But like my initial thought was, if these two idiots would have just acted normal, none of this would be in the public eye right now. Like, just wave and continue on with your life. And I don't think anybody would have thought any differently had they, not snuck off the camera like they did.
Right. It's not like he's a massive celebrity or like the entire crowd would be like, that's the CEO of this astronomy play or whatever it was.
Right. I'd never even heard of that company until and I looked it up the other day.
I know.
So, Todd, out of curiosity, as a former Kiss Cam operator, have you yourself ever been on the Kiss Cam?
I have. So, after I retired, because I went from the video board side and now I do sports television. So I was actually just in Seattle for the Sounders game last week.
Oh, nice.
I was there for that. Yeah, it was super fun. I love you guys' city. It's always such a blast to go there. But yeah, after I moved to the TV side, I went to some baseball games that I had buddies working at, and they would put me on there. Before I got married, I would text someone and be like, "Hey, I got a date. I'm coming to the game with you. Help a brother out here."
That's cool points right there.
That is using connections to the best possible way ever.
Oh, absolutely. Well, there's not a whole lot of perks to being the video board director, so you got to use what you can.
So you've been getting a kick out of seeing like a lot of places are now calling it the Coldplay Cam or the Coldplay Kiss Cam, where they're having people recreate it whenever they shoot out to the crowd. I'm like, we got a whole new level of excitement about the Kiss Cam now.
Oh yeah, it's cool to see. I mean, all those guys that do that job will obviously keep an eye on current events and take those kind of topics and make them into part of their show. So it's cool to see.
Well, thank you, Todd, for joining us this morning to talk about your Kiss Cam experience, and long live the Kiss Cam operators.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to chat with you guys.
Thank you, Todd. Take care.
The Daily Migs Show.
Okay, Steve, question for you. Have you ever been on the Kiss Cam?
Yes.
You have?
Not once. Not twice.
Oh, God.
3 times. And 2 of them were on national television.
What?
2 out of 3 went well.
Oh, boy. 206-803-ROCK. Have you ever been on the Kiss Cam Rockaholics, and how did that go for you? What event were you at? Tell us about your time on the Kiss Cam. 206-803-ROCK. We're going to take those calls after Nirvana. The Kiss Cam is really having its moment right now, Steve Migs. All over the news, thanks in part to Coldplay and CEOs that are unfaithful.
Yes. The perfect combo right there.
So if you've ever been on a Kiss Cam, we would love to hear the story behind how it went, what event you were at, and so on. Call or text 206-803-ROCK. And we just talked with a former Kiss Cam operator, Todd Kinsey, and he used to do it at Royals games, shared some stories with us. So, Todd, out of curiosity, as a former Kiss Cam operator, have you yourself ever been on the Kiss Cam?
I have. So, after I retired, because I went from the video board side and now I do sports television. I went to some baseball games that I, had buddies working at, and they would put me on there. Before I got married, I would text someone and be like, hey, I got a date. I'm coming to the game with you. Better out here.
That's cool points right there.
Guy's brilliant. What a genius move right there.
Well, then, Migs, you mentioned that you have been on the Kiss Cam, of which I'm very jealous because I have not.
Is that a goal for you?
Yeah, it's been a goal for me my whole life.
You've always wanted.
I've never been on the Kiss Cam.
When the Kiss Cam's on it, you're like, it's not like,
come on.
cozying on up to Brad, hoping that they're going to show you two.
But Brad's so much older than me. They're like, oh, she's probably with her grandpa. So that can't be a couple.
Savage.
Okay, tell me the stories.
3 times.
That is insane, by the way.
And 2 of the 3 went well. And so the first time I was at WWE in Tacoma, I went with my friend Jill. We were not in a relationship, we're just buddies. And we were sitting pretty close to the front. I think we might have even been in the front row. And there's a cameraman for the WWE, and I see it all the time. He is horned up. Like, he finds a hot girl, and the camera's always on him. So when the Kiss Cam was going on, like, they did it for some reason, I could see him, like, go right to her. And he's just like, oh, crap. I'm like, I'm right next to her. I'm like, this is going to be really awkward. And I didn't have a chance to, like, kind of come up with a scenario. So they shoot it on us, and we're on the screen. And, of course, like, Kiss Cam. She didn't know what to do, so she just grabbed her French fries and just started eating them. She's like, I didn't know what else to do. I didn't want you to, like, try. I was like, I wasn't going to try. In my head, I'm like, I wish we had time to figure this out. I didn't know. I was like, because it would have been funny if, like, I tried and you slapped me.
Making a whole bit.
It would have been perfect for the WWE. So the next time was Monday Night Raw. I'll never forget this. Soon into my relationship with my wife, Sydney. And we were maybe a few months into the relationship. She's just learning that I like wrestling. I get her to go to a WWE event. And I did not know at the time that there was going to be a Kiss Cam there. Nor would I. Why would I? The Great Khali, who used to be a wrestler, he did the Great Khali's Kiss Cam. And Danny, you might want to come over to the other side of the table because this happened on live national television.
You have the footage?
And it's on YouTube, and I was able to find it. When again, I'm shocked she stayed with me after this because now knowing how Sid is and how she doesn't like to be put in public situations, I didn't know that at the time. And also knowing how much she doesn't give an F about wrestling, like it's the double whammy. This should have been the day that my relationship ended with my wife. I guess this is why she was a keeper.
Oh, absolutely.
So all of a sudden, here's how it goes. And I want to get your guys' reaction.
The Great Khali says he's going to prove right now that he has a sense of fun because the Great Khali would like to host the Kiss Cam! What? The Kiss Cam? The Kiss Cam is what we cut up to.
No, shoots out to the crowd. One couple, they go at it. Next couple, me and Sydney. Quick pack. And then we move on.
No tongue.
No tongue. The best part is, like, my Facebook is blown up. Dude, were you just on the Kiss Cam? So I'm like, oh, man, I'm sorry. A few months after that, we go to a Everett Silvertips game. They have a Kiss Cam. Who ends up on it? Me and Sydney, once again.
What, am I just really ugly? Why am I never getting picked?
Wow.
The Daily Migs Show.
I knew it.
No,
I knew
you're
it.
very beautiful, Taryn. You're very Kiss Cam worthy.
Well, how would you like to meet the guy who's been on the Kiss Cam more than any other person I know, Steve Migs? He has a record of 239 wins, 74 losses, and 58 times in 2025. Call now, 206-803-ROCK. We will play Beat Migs at 7:50.
I swear, someone will kiss you on the Kiss Cam. Next time we go to a concert. Maybe Coldplay.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
If you live in rural Washington, this matters. Olympia is proposing a new forestry rule, making hundreds of thousands of acres off limits on streams with no fish. The result? $8 billion in harm to rural jobs, sawmills, and family foresters. It won't help salmon, and it wasn't driven by science. Olympia's gone too far. Tell Olympia to follow the forest and fish law. Go to forestandfish.com and tell them to start over.
Whether your next summer adventure is a night under the stars or a trip to catch a game, get in on the summer savings on a new Subaru at Kendall Subaru of Marysville. Get low 1.9% APR for 72 months on a new all-wheel drive 2025 Subaru Outback Premium. Or lease an all-new, redesigned, all-wheel drive 2025 Subaru Forester at just $359 per month for 36 months with $359 cash or trade equity due at signing. Your adventures are waiting, and so are the savings. Stop by Kendall Subaru of Marysville today. Kendall, let's start something great.
VIN number SH539527, model code SFBA1, MSRP of $32,162. $1,475 per $1,000 borrowed, zero down payment based on 10,000 miles per year with 15 cent fee per mile in excess. Lease in fee of $350. See lease posting at Kendall Subaru of Marysville or call 360-287-4860 for more details. $0 security deposit. All financing on approved credit. Prices listed do not include taxes, title, or license. A negotiable documentary service fee of up to $200 may be added to the sale price of the vehicle. Subject to price sales. See dealer for details. Offer expires 7/31/25.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
It's time to celebrate freedom at RV Country Sales Event in Mount Vernon. Celebrate no payments for 90 days. Celebrate camping on us with 1,000 trails. And celebrate summer with a new RV for just $16,995. Celebrate freedom, family, and fun. Your adventure starts now. Visit us at RV Country in Mount Vernon or online at rvcountry.com. And let's roll.
2025 Transcend 1151BH, stock number 45881, 146 per month, 8.99 APR, 180 months, 50% down with Tier 1 approved credit, excludes tax, tag, title, and license.
If you're still waiting for a sign, here's another one. At California Psychics, we reject 98% of the psychics who apply to work for us. So we only connect you with the best. That's how we can guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And right now, new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. Dramatic sound effect incoming. Experience the joy of certainty at CaliforniaPsychics.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Why should you buy an egg? When you invest in the Big Green Egg, you'll enjoy the finest, highest quality outdoor cooker ever made, offering more versatility and delivering better cooking results than anything you've used before. Come visit us at Innovations for Quality Living, located on James Street, and say hi to the Big Green Egg.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who is ready to beat Migs? I know Joshua from Bremerton is. Joshua, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
And Joshua, were you by any chance listening to the men's room on Friday at 5:40 when we gave out the cheat sheet?
No, I was not. I wasn't listening at that time.
That's completely fine. I respect that.
Well, Steve,
integrity.
It's a game of integrity, and you got to get out of the studio so we can play it.
Okay.
For those who are playing at home, Joshua has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you will only be getting 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What is the number 3.14 known as?
Pi?
Yes. Trenton is the capital of which U.S. state?
Missouri?
No.
I don't know. Nebraska?
No.
Oh, Idaho?
No.
I don't know.
Who made the song A Boy Named Sue popular in 1969?
Pass.
Which animal was the first to be domesticated by humans?
Cats?
No.
Dogs?
Yes. What is the complementary color of orange?
Yellow?
No.
Blue?
Yes. In what decade was the first Masters golf tournament played?
60s?
No.
30s?
Yes. Which poet was fired from Southern Literary Messenger for showing up to work drunk?
Can you repeat?
Which poet was fired from Southern Literary Messenger for showing up to work drunk?
Why is it pass?
You got 4 correct, Joshua.
It wasn't a deuce or a single, so I'm happy.
You know what? I like that positive attitude. And just a reminder, we do the cheat sheet for the 7:50 game every day at 5:40 on the men's room. What up, Steve?
What up?
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Are you ready?
I believe that I am.
Showtime.
Yes, Barrett, I am.
What is the number 3.14 known as?
Pi.
Correct. Trenton is the capital of which U.S. state?
New Jersey.
It is. Who made the song A Boy Named Sue popular in 1969?
Johnny Cash.
He did. Which animal was the first to be domesticated by humans?
Dog.
Yes.
Nice.
What is the complementary color of orange?
Red?
No.
Yellow.
No.
Green.
No. In what decade was the first Masters golf tournament played?
20s.
No.
30s.
Yes. Which poet was fired from Southern Literary Messenger for showing up to work drunk?
E.E. Cummings.
No.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Yes.
What?
The beaver is the national animal of which country?
That would be Oregon.
No.
I don't know. Amsterdam?
No.
Australia?
No. What is the more common name for the umbilicus?
The umbilical cord?
No.
The belly button.
Yes. What card game has variations such as Cincinnati, Chicago, and Lowball?
Blackjack.
No.
Go fish.
No.
Uno.
No. Steve, with time on the clock, though, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 correct. And that is a win.
Let's go.
7-4. Next time, Joshua.
All right, thanks. You guys have a good rest of your day.
You too.
I'm the best. I'm the best.
Joshua did know that the complementary color of orange is blue on the color wheel. The beaver is the national animal of Canada, our neighbors to the north.
Oh, my gosh. Why didn't I think about that? Angry beaver.
Yes. And Cincinnati, Chicago, and Lowball are all variations of poker. You said blackjack, which is just another variation of poker, I think.
No, it's not.
Is blackjack the poker?
Blackjack's 21.
Oh.
It's a completely different game. It's like saying, roulette's just like a different version of Scrabble.
Can you tell how often I play gambling games in the casino?
I'm not here to shame you because I'm terrible at gambling, but I knew at least that blackjack and poker are 2 completely different things.
I'll go home now.
They both use cards. They both take your money.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
All of it.
The Daily Migs Show.
Steve Migs, I, like many, have been waiting patiently to get a report on the Migs family camping trip that happened over the weekend.
It did. We made it back alive.
You look rested.
Yeah. I don't know if I am.
We're going to get the full scoop from you after Green Day.
Let me tell you one thing, though. We will never camp again.
Yeah.
Like that, at least. I'll explain why after Green Day.
Steve Migs, I think I am not alone in the fact that I was thinking of you all weekend because you took your family on your first ever family camping trip.
Yes.
Intense.
I do love the fact it was intense. Oh, intense, yes. Cha-cha, the dad jokes.
Yes.
It was funny to get like direct messages from listeners that checking in like, hey, how's camping going? Like, it's funny how compelled people were to just make sure everything was okay.
We've been waiting on pins and needles.
So I have to say, to start things up, we will never camp like that again. And I think you'll understand why as we go along with this journey that is the story of camping. We went to a KOA in Leavenworth, and the best way to describe it, if you've never been to a KOA, it's like camping. Like if it was a video game, that would be like the easy setting of camping. It's like as easy as possible. They make it real simple for you. It's really like stress free, in my opinion. I loved it. I don't think we'll ever advance to the intermediate level or advanced level of camping, like where you're in the woods and there's no bathroom for you to use or anything along those lines. But we didn't do it with a camper or in the cabin, which they do have, which I think we might do in the future. We did it in a tent. And so after the first night, I decided to grab my phone and interview Tatum about how she viewed the camping experience. We just finished swimming because they have a swimming pool at the KOA. Sid stayed back with the dogs while Tatum and I went swimming, which was a blast. It was a good daddy-daughter time.
Yeah.
And so as we're walking back to our tent, we're just chatting it up about the experience so far.
So what do you think? Day one of camping, how has it been for you?
Great for the test.
What's that?
For the test, it was great.
So I think she thought we were testing out camping.
Which you were.
Which Mom kept bringing up. So I thought that was funny. She's like, we passed the test, Dad.
What has been your favorite part so far?
I really love the pool and the staying inside of the camp.
Oh yeah, this camp is cool, right?
Yeah.
Plus, it's fun watching mommy's getting dirty. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
That was like one of my favorite parts was just my wife is a massive germaphobe and clean freak. You know, we go on a plane. She's got the Lysol wipe. She's wiping down the chairs, and this is even before like the world of COVID and stuff.
Oh boy!
So and where we were camping, there was really not much grass. It was just like gravel and dirt and dust, and like she just could not get clean. And I thought it was hilarious. And even Tatum's like, "Mom, we're camping. You're supposed to get dirty." I'm like, "You're." Yeah.
Barking up the wrong tree there, sis.
This has been a fun day. That tent looks like dogs. Oh my goodness.
And that's the moment where I realized that my kid failed the ADHD test.
Squirrel.
Oh, hey, look, there's a tent that looks just like ours.
Also, do you hear how excited she sounds?
Right?
I've never heard her voice at this like octave, I don't
think. This kid is fired up.
Oh my goodness.
We must have got on a Costco too.
That's our tent.
That is our tent. We just went swimming.
Yeah.
And what's next?
We should eat s'mores.
Eat some s'mores.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're going to do the Alpine coaster.
And also, I just want to give a shout out to a listener, but I can't remember his name, but he said, hey, you should get one of those Sterno s'mores makers.
Oh, yeah.
So we got one on Amazon. It's like those little like candle lights, like those candles that will keep food warm underneath like a
chafing dish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it has like a little setup, and it was the perfect thing to use, especially because you can't have a fire at the campgrounds because of the burn ban and all things like that. So like at least that was a way to do it and manage it and not get in trouble because of it. So here's more from Tatum.
Tomorrow we're going to do the Alpine coaster?
Yeah. I have been on a roller coaster in winter, but not in summer.
No.
Like, what about Dad first?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, you just made my night.
I was so fired up. So, yeah, we rode the Alpine coaster a couple times. She did it with Grandpa. She did it with me. And this kid's a speed demon with that. That thing is a must check out when you're in Leavenworth.
It is so much fun.
Worth every penny.
No breaks.
So then, exactly. Although we did no breaks up until the end. And then finally, Tatum's like, Dad, can you hit the brakes a little bit? Because she made me promise I wouldn't hit the brakes.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so now here's day 3. We're about ready to leave Leavenworth. We're now in the main city part, I guess you could call it, of Leavenworth. And I decided to check with her and also the wifeski about how camping went.
Do you think Mommy would want to go camping again if given the opportunity?
Yeah.
Mom, would you go camping again?
If I had to.
If you forced me against my will.
Without the dogs.
Without the dogs. Would you do it with the dogs?
Absolutely not.
Yes.
What was the best part about having the dogs?
Nothing.
When
The dogs made it so hard. They were dirty. They were, they have massive separation anxiety when Sid goes anywhere without them. So it was just like.
They're both very young, too. Like, they got puppy energy.
There was one moment I looked at my wife. I go, I think I might have a heart attack because of these two dogs. Like, they were just too much.
My favorite part, which a lot of the listeners don't know, is that right before Steve, the day they left, he tells us, I don't think we're going to take the dogs. I think we're going to drop them off at the in-laws. And me and Taryn were just kind of looking at each other like, sure, Steve.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, we were all like, and then grandma was like, yeah, sure, no problem. And I was like, awesome, we got this, I'll take care of it, until we explained that to Tatum. And Tatum's like, no, we're bringing the dogs. Then I realized also by bringing the dogs, that meant that the in-laws, my father and mother-in-law, can come by for the day on Saturday. So they drove up and hung out with us. I was like, that made it pretty awesome. So, I mean, you take the good, you take the bad.
I mean, I'm impressed that your wife just got through it, by the way, if that was something that was very out of her comfort zone. But do you think that there could potentially be a daddy-daughter camping trip in your future?
Oh, that would be pretty awesome. I think Sid would be okay with that.
Give her the weekend off?
Dude, I dropped like $100 on that tent. I need to get my money's worth out of that thing.
Yeah, you do?
At least a couple more uses out of it, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
The Daily Migs Show.
Daily Migs Show.
Rockaholics, we are doing Kicks for Kids. What is that? It's raising money so that we can put brand new sneakers on local children in need as they get ready to go back to school. And you can make a donation right now at KISW.com.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck. And what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere, has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
The Coldplay Kiss Cam moment is still a moment, man. I don't think we're slowing down anytime soon.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
That's the best part of the entire thing, is that he called them out.
Oh, he knew exactly what he was seeing.
And then it's just like, it probably dawned on him. He's like, oh, wait, I think I did actually just call these two out for an affair.
Well, the gentleman involved is the now former astronomer CEO, and the person he had his arm wrapped around was their HR director, their chief people officer.
It sounds like an SNL skit.
It's
Coldplay concert, Kiss Cam, HR director too.
Well, now, leave it to the sports world to find out a way to keep it going. They are now encouraging people to reenact this moment all across sports fields. One of them, America Field First in Utah at Real Salt Lake. They did this.
Yeah.
And a lot of fans were recreating the moment. And then, of course, the video has surfaced online.
There's the audio, maybe. You can't hear the audience reacting, but they would just keep shooting different people, and everybody was doing their best CEO impression, including like the Real Salt Lake DJ, the guy who spins tunes in between like the one when the game's going on. He just dips under the table as well. It's pretty funny.
Well, of course, after all of this, we have to go straight to the comments.
And we found a few of those comments, and we said, who better to read it than one of the most, I guess, infamous cheaters of all time?
Bill Clinton?
Nailed it.
Yes!
I mean, he really put cheating on the map, right? No one ever did it before him.
He did not have sexual relations with that woman.
And he did not go to a Coldplay concert and hug a woman tightly. But he did read some of the comments about that CEO and about what's going on at the sporting events. Are you ready for the first comment as read to us by Robot, former president, Bill Clinton?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
I will tire of this someday, but today is not that day.
Sounds like what Taryn was telling us over the weekend. She's like, guys, I'm not getting... You were sending Danny and I so many of these memes.
And you guys, I didn't even send you all of them. I'm like, I am overwhelming these guys. I'm out of control. I need to be stopped.
I'll be honest, too. It's the same joke over and over about being embarrassed being seen at a Coldplay show. I still chuckled every time.
It's great.
And I wonder if like Coldplay even found humor in that as well. I feel like well, they definitely did, because the next day or the next concert that they did, they ended up warning people about the fact that they do have a camera.
We'd like to say hello to some of you in the crowd. How we're going to do that is we're going to use our cameras.
And everybody who's being unfaithful at that moment went to the bathroom.
Yes.
And put some of you on the big screen. So please, if you haven't done your makeup, do your makeup now.
Good sports.
Are you ready for your next comment about what happened?
Yes.
Literally do anything else besides what they did. Anything else.
Just freeze. No one will notice.
Right, just keep it going. Like, just give a peck on the cheek.
Yeah.
They would have probably moved on if you just gave a quick peck on the cheek. But also, he was kind of like standing and spooning her at the moment.
Yeah.
My grandma always said, never trust a boss that gets busted for listening to Coldplay.
I'm sure Grandma said that.
Wise words.
Yes.
Finally, a reason for me to tolerate the music of shitty-ass Coldplay.
I wonder how many, I wonder if there's been, I bet there'll be an article about this today or tomorrow or sometime in the near future about the uptick in Coldplay streams on Spotify and Apple Music.
Without question.
I have to say, renaming the Kiss Cam the Coldplay Cam is my new favorite thing.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of like the spikes in Coldplay, I did see a stat that said that cheating searches went way up on Pornhub over the weekend.
Oh, I think they said it was like they wanted to click on those thumbnails.
Yeah,
Wow.
there was like a huge spike on Pornhub. Not that I go to Pornhub often, but I did see that.
You were doing it for research for the show.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you're the best, producer in the game.
Thank you.
Doing the Lord's work.
I am ready for the porn parody.
The real embarrassment is not the infidelity. It's now the whole world knows you went to a Coldplay concert.
I've been to a few Coldplay concerts. There's a lot of fun.
I've been to 0 Coldplay concerts, and I feel really good about that.
Me too, Taryn.
One time at the Gorge, they had sweet lasers.
No, they didn't.
They had other people having sex with each other. It was amazing. You guys, you don't understand what happens at Coldplay shows. It's the ultimate aphrodisiac.
Oh, wow.
That was Cold Playboy.
Oh, Cold Playboy. My bad. I get those two confused. That was a good time, too.
Coldplay hasn't made a single in years. On this night, they made 2.
That's brilliant.
The Daily Migs Show.
There is a pizza delivery driver who is a hero, and not just because he delivered the pizza on time, but because he also saved a life. We're going to tell you what's trending after Blind Melon.
Coldplay hasn't made a single in years. On this night, they made 2.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average, and auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
If you live in rural Washington, this matters. Olympia is proposing a new forestry rule, making hundreds of thousands of acres off limits on streams with no fish. The result? $8 billion in harm to rural jobs, sawmills, and family foresters. It won't help salmon, and it wasn't driven by science. Olympia's gone too far. Tell Olympia to follow the forest and fish law. Go to forestandfish.com and tell them to start over.
With 11 round trips per day, Bel Air Airport or Shuttle is the most convenient way to get to and from SeaTac. So next time you fly, ditch the stress of traffic and parking. Let Bel Air get you to the airport. Visit airporter.com to learn more.
You might just be waking up and sipping down your coffee and trying to make sense of what is happening out there in the world. And let me tell you, it is juicy right now in the world of pop culture. Is it not, Steve Migs?
It's juicy. Just squeeze it.
We're here to help out by telling you what's trending.
Trending on the Daily Migs Show. What's trending? Let's go. Let's go.
There is a pizza delivery driver who is a hero today. He saved a woman's life. How did he do that? We're going to tell you the details in just a minute. But first, there was a very scary incident that happened at the KISW County Fairgrounds. Multiple vehicles were damaged during a monster truck show. Here's the moment when it happened.
That one guy's like, yeah! Chaos!
You basically see the driver's side front tire bust off and go over, it bounces over the gate.
Thank goodness it went over the gate and not hit anybody. Because there was a tragedy that happened, and a few people brought that up. That happened, I think it's Tacoma Dome, many years ago. But this, thankfully, all that got hurt were, a car, like an inanimate object, thankfully. It sucks.
You can replace a car.
Although that's got to be a tough conversation to have with your insurance company. Like, hey, do I have monster truck coverage on this thing or what?
No.
And then somebody did bring up a good point. I saw social media. People were cracking jokes, of course. When it's like, it's just a Kia. It's just a Subaru. I'm like, I'm offended.
Yeah, I've had a Kia and a Subaru. Thank you very much. And they are great cars.
You had a Subaru?
I did, Impreza.
Okay, it wasn't an Outback at least. Which is like, I think, like a prerequisite if you live in the Pacific Northwest.
Absolutely.
But somebody said that when the video footage, if you watch the footage, there's like a Geico insurance banner. And they're like, product placement of all times.
Perfect.
That is scary, though. But thankfully, nobody did get hurt.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about this pizza delivery driver. It happened in Michigan, and the driver, talk about quick thinking or just thinking in general. He had a feeling something wasn't right when a customer didn't come to the door. Bring in the pizza. Of course they're going to show up to the door. Turned out it was an old woman who fell and was unconscious in her house. Thank God she was made a pizza call, of all things, of all time. He ended up saving her life, and then he did even more. Here's the pizza delivery driver along with the woman's daughter talking about what happened.
Usually we either bring it back after 2 tries or we leave it outside. I don't know, it was just my intuition. The barking of the dog really caught my attention. So I looked a little harder and the mom was on the floor. I'm just glad to be in the right place at the right time. Humanity is bigger than anything.
He was a pizza delivery guy, but he was also an angel. If it wasn't for him, we don't know what could have happened. He saved her, honestly. Not only did he come back 3 times, but he then went to the hospital and brought her all her belongings.
Thank you for being such a kind and wonderful person.
The messed up part, she only tipped him 10%.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I have no idea how much she tipped, but what a great dude.
Oh, totally.
And he said they brought all her things, but did he bring her more pizza?
She's hungry, okay?
That's what I need, okay? She's got cold pizza waiting for her when she gets back.
There's a woman from California who is claiming that all 4 of her kids were born on July 7th, but in different years. Her name is Nazhe Drake, and she's talking about this crazy streak.
They're like, you have triplets? And I'm like, no. Twins? No, they're all born on different years. It's just amazing having them all born on one day. He didn't believe that I didn't have any induction because it just didn't seem real. Everyone has told me to go and play the lottery.
So she's really never been induced.
That's crazy.
Never had a planned cesarean section. They were just randomly born on July 7th.
Do you think that, like, when they were deciding to be a little frisky, they decided, hey, look, if we do our math, we might be able to have another kid on July 7th?
It's got to be today.
Dude, the weirdest thing, so in my wife's family, there are so many people, not to this extent, there are so many people in my wife's side of the family that have matching birthdays. Ooh. So it'll be like, this uncle, has this birthday. Well, so does these 2 cousins. And this person has a birthday, so do these 2 people. And I'm always like, well, nobody has my birthday. Until her cousin met Jared, who's awesome. Great dude. His birthday is October 3rd as well. So now we are also a part of this crazy birthday pairing that happens in my wife's family.
I mean, I kind of love that. You only have to remember half the number of birthdays in your family. That is a very good trick.
Yeah, but the selfish side of me is, I don't get the text messages just for me anymore. Now they're all group texts. I'm like, well, what the hell? This guy's now getting the same attention. No, I'm kidding.
It's not fair.
It's pretty awesome, though.
The Daily Migs Show.
How would you like to beat Steve? His record is 240 wins, 74 losses, and 58 ties in 2025. Call 206-803-ROCK, and we will play Beat Migs at 8:50.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance, too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
If you live in rural Washington, this matters. Olympia is proposing a new forestry rule, making hundreds of thousands of acres off limits on streams with no fish. The result? $8 billion in harm to rural jobs, sawmills, and family foresters. It won't help salmon, and it wasn't driven by science. Olympia's gone too far. Tell Olympia to follow the forest and fish law. Go to forestandfish.com and tell them to start over.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
You may have experienced it already. You go out to eat and see an egg in an open kitchen, or you read the term, "from the big green egg" on the menu. The big green egg is the important flavor enhancer in the restaurant industry. Come on by Innovations for Quality Living, located on James Street, and find out more about the Big Green Egg.
Not all meals are created equal. For instance, breakfast has the spicy egg McMuffin for a limited time, and lunch doesn't. McDonald's breakfast comes first. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
When you haven't found love, it can feel like everyone else has. It's in every movie, every song, and all the PDA. Looking for love sucks. Thankfully, California Psychics can give you the guidance you need to find the one. We guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com and experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
This is a real review from an airport or shuttle passenger.
I like taking the airporter down to Seattle. It makes the whole trip way less stressful. Comfortable buses, convenient pickup locations, and fair prices.
See for yourself why our passengers love Bel Air Airport or Shuttle. Visit airporter.com to book your trip today.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who is ready to beat Migs? I know Alan from Seattle is. Alan, are you there?
I am. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Alan. Steve, I need for you to leave the studio now.
Bye-bye.
If you choose to play along at home, Alan has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
What fast food restaurant debuted the Blizzard in 1985?
Dairy Queen.
Correct. Which of the contiguous United States was the last to be admitted to the Union?
Washington?
No.
Pass.
Which sense is most closely linked to memory?
Which scent?
Sense, yes.
Mint?
No, the scent, like of your senses, of your 5 senses.
Smell?
Yes. What family lives at 1313 Mockingbird Lane?
The Simpsons?
No.
No, pass. I don't know.
Which Grand Slam tennis tournament is the only one played on grass?
Wimbledon?
Yes. Which rapper's hits include Gin and Juice and Drop It Like It's Hot?
Snoop Dogg?
Yes. What element is added to iron to make steel?
Mercury?
No.
Pass.
What mid-2000s year did Guitar Hero come out?
3, 4, 5.
5, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got correct, Alan.
Woof.
Here he comes to save the day.
Yeah.
It's Mighty Migs and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He's still recovering from his camping trip. We're not sure how he's going to do.
Brain is not fully functioning just yet.
But are you feeling ready? Yes! What fast food restaurant debuted the Blizzard in 1985?
The Blizzard Dairy Queen.
Yes. Which of the contiguous United States was the last to be admitted to the Union?
Ooh. Contiguous. Washington.
No.
I don't know. Oregon.
No.
California.
No. Which sense is most closely linked to memory?
Taste?
No.
Smell?
Yes. What family lives at 1313 Mockingbird Lane?
That would be the Munsters.
It would be. Which Grand Slam tennis tournament is the only one played on grass?
I hope it's Wimbledon.
It is.
Okay, I couldn't think of any other ones.
Which rapper's hits include Gin and Juice and Drop It Like It's Hot?
Drop It Like It's Hot. Hot Pockets. Snoop Dogg.
Yes. What element is added to iron to make steel?
Steel.
No.
Copper?
No.
Bronze?
No. What mid-2000s year did Guitar Hero come out?
2005.
Yes. What dog breed is Yale's mascot, Handsome Dan?
Pitbull.
No.
Golden Retriever.
No.
A bulldog.
Yes. Who both directed in and starred in $1 Million Baby?
That would be Clint Eastwood.
Yes, Steve. Yes. With that, you got 8 correct, and that is a win.
Let's
8-5. Sorry, Alan.
That's fine. Got me again, Steve.
All right, Alan. Take care, my friend. Is this a weird Bizarro day?
It sounded like it.
Taryn, it sounded like you had a moment with me winning. Usually you want to see me lose. And
you were so excited for him.
Maybe I'm just proud of you that you did pretty well considering you were camping all weekend.
I think we turned a corner.
Oh, don't go that far, sir.
I'm not just a city folk anymore. Now I'm a country guy because I went camping kind of sort of.
Look at you, you're evolving.
At a KOA.
Well, neither you nor Alan knew that the contiguous state that was the last to be admitted to the Union was Arizona. And the element that you add to iron to make steel is carbon.
Oh, okay.
But very nicely done, Steve Migs. Congratulations on your victory.
The Daily Migs Show.
Our boy Danny V is all grown up. He had his 20-year high school reunion over the weekend, but it ended up leaving you a little confused, Steve?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a generational thing or if I'm just plain stupid.
Oh, why is this? We will find out after Everlast. Over the weekend, Danny V went to his El Dorado High School 20th reunion.
Go Eagles!
Go Eagles!
I kept wanting to call it an anniversary.
Anniversary of being awesome. Something did happen though during the experience, and it kind of confused you a little bit, Migs.
Yes, it did. It left me a little confused. I don't know if it was a generational thing or not.
But we're going to find out about that in just a second. But first, Danny, break it down for us. Tell us, how was your 20-year high school reunion?
It was incredible. It was actually really cool. And I, being somebody who like, I had like a few friends in high school, but like I just kind of was a floater. I realized of just like knowing, wow.
He says that, but he had a lot of lady friends.
Well, he was floating around.
Were there a lot of broken hearts when you showed up and said, "Sorry, ladies, I'm now taken"?
Exactly. Yeah. No, but
were they still hanging out outside your mom's house, hoping that you would come out and play with them?
There was chalk all over the driveway again. No, but it was like really cool to just see a lot of people. And we were, when we started planning this, and I kind of just like took over the planning, the leading of it, and we started in December, and we were thinking, oh, maybe we'll get like 40 people. We were thinking 20 people from high school and then their spouses. Like we weren't even thinking that there was going to be...
Which would be a very small percentage because I think you said there were several hundred people that went to your high school.
Yeah, I think we had 450 in our graduating class when we were on there. So we're thinking like, because like the 10-year, there was only about 30, we think, that showed up, and that was including spouses. Wow. So we're like, maybe we'll get like 10 more. We ended up selling 115 tickets.
Awesome.
And it was just really cool to see people and like see people that maybe I didn't really know that well, but then kind of like reconnect with them as an adult and be like, wow, like we were just kids back then.
You're like, Brad, you weren't as much of a D-bag as I thought you were.
Exactly. Even though, Brad, we've never talked, I just thought you were a D-bag because you played football.
Like yeah. It's pretty cool when you can kind of have that moment where you're like, oh, I think those are those moments where you kind of wish you could tell like the younger version of you to not sweat that kind of stuff.
Right.
Because when you get older, it doesn't matter. But it's impossible to convince the younger version of yourself of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you just don't think that way.
Yeah.
I will say the biggest mind F for me of the day was driving, because we did a campus tour as like kind of like our, you got to go see the campus, and it hasn't changed hardly at all. They got some like new security features. That's about it. But like driving into the school, it was I almost got like anxiety. Like, I used to think about like how like driving into school, there was always just a traffic jam and you're just waiting there to get to school, and
there's the locker I was shoved into.
Exactly. It was like
be late for first period.
It was so weird. And I was and then we walked into the gym, and where we got a really cool group picture. We did like just the alumni, and then we got like families in and whatnot. But walking into that gym, that was another one. We were all like, it never used to be this big, right? Like they expanded. No, it was the exact same gym. The only thing they updated was the bleachers, and it was just like, this is so weird.
But we just ate more. We were a lot smaller back then.
Yeah, right.
That's crazy.
And you guys had activities and things like that?
I mean, we had the campus visit. We also did like a family thing where we all went roller skating together at like the roller skate place that we went to when we were kids. And now it's like, but the crazy thing is it's Albuquerque, so a lot of films have been shot there. There's a Netflix thing there. So Stranger Things had been both shown or filmed at the skating rink and our high school.
That's cool.
Whoa. So we got to see the classrooms where they did all of that, and then Breaking Bad was there as well. So that was kind of cool just to see. And then at night we just had a dinner and at a pub, and it was so much fun.
Now, before we get to why I was confused, the one thing I thought that was funny, because I've never done my high school reunion. You haven't either,
I've
right?
done both of mine.
Oh, you have? Sorry,
yeah.
my bad. But yours, you did like in high school, you're like most likely to do this, most likely to do that. Who's the most best laugh, most, whatever. Like, you guys did another vote.
Well, we were just, it wasn't actually official. We were just all kind of like having a conversation towards the end of the night. And we thought, well, who's the most successful? Who's traveled the farthest? One guy came from Sweden. Let me just put that out there.
Did he bring some meatballs?
No, he did not.
Sure.
But then they were like, Danny's won the least changed.
He looks, and they pulled up, they changed the same spiky hair.
You just look like a slightly older version of that guy.
We had the yearbook, and they're pulling it up, and they're like, where's Danny? They show, and they're like, yeah, look, you look exactly the same. This is insane.
Like a fine wine.
You should have F with them and shown up there like wearing like a suit and like just like slick black hair, or whatever.
I almost
remove
thought about
all your piercings, hide your tattoos.
I almost pulled the Steve Migs, let me tell you, because Steve, every time we have something fancy, he'll put on a polo shirt, and that's his version of dressing up.
It is.
And I have a black one, and I put it on, and I showed it to Lily, and Lily's like, Dad, why?
Yeah.
And I was like, I should just put on the Misfits shirt, huh? And she's like, yeah.
Just stay on brand.
Yeah.
All right, so there was a part I saw on your Facebook, and you posted, and I don't know if maybe it's a generational thing, and I don't know what it is. And this could be that moment where I feel like I'm aging myself, or I'm just stupid, and I guess I'll find out if Taryn knows what it means. So you wrote like a real heartfelt letter on your Facebook, which was really cool. And then at the end it said, thank you all. And as we always said, stay cool. And KIT. Except this time, I really mean it. Do you know what the FKIT means? Because I'll be honest with you, this is what I thought you were talking about. I was like, oh man, everyone there loves Knight Rider. Remember the car's name was King, but there's two T's. It's okay. I was like, it's not that.
That's what your mind went to.
Yes.
I'm just wondering, is it just is it an acronym for keep in touch?
It is.
Oh, see, I just figured that out though. I've never used that before. I just put my thinking cap on and came up with that.
That's all it is.
I've never used that.
See, I thought you would know for sure, Taryn, because like we're kind of around the same age of graduating.
Keep in touch is not like anything like that.
It was.
We all like a generational thing.
We all wrote that in each other's yearbooks.
No, do you know what we wrote?
Huh.
We wrote, bitch, being in touch can't hurt.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's way more intense.
Mine just, I looked at my yearbook and all it said was good riddance.
Do you think that you could name a song after only hearing 1 second of the chorus? If so, you're going to get the hookup on not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 tickets to the Granite Cup at Evergreen Speedway coming up Saturday, August 2nd. Call 206-803-ROCK right now if you want to play Hook or Shook at 920.
And KIT.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With nonstop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
If you live in rural Washington, this matters. Olympia is proposing a new forestry rule, making hundreds of thousands of acres off limits on streams with no fish. The result? $8 billion in harm to rural jobs, sawmills, and family foresters. It won't help salmon, and it wasn't driven by science. Olympia's gone too far. Tell Olympia to follow the forest and fish law. Go to forestandfish.com and tell them to start over.
It's time for Hook or Shook, the game with absolutely no integrity. We'll play 1 second of a hook from a song, then you have to guess what it is. We'll bend the rules, pull out all the stops, and do anything to help you win. But you might just get shook, as one of us will play too and possibly cost you the game.
This week, we are playing for 4 tickets to the Granite Cup 25 at Evergreen Speedway, and that fun is taking place on Saturday, August 2nd. Say hello to Bruce from Bothell, who is our contestant today. What's up, Bruce?
What's that?
Well, we're going to spin this wheel, and we're going to see who you're playing with. Will it be me or Migs?
The wheel's spinning. Who's it going to land on? Will it be Taryn Daly? Will we start off with the brain dead Steve Migs from camping? Let's see. Who is it? Well, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're dealing with the brain dead Steve Migs.
Ready?
Let's go.
All right, Bruce, here is your clip.
Monkey Ranch.
By?
Foo Fighters.
That's right. Congratulations, Jeff. You just got pregnant. No? All right, we are halfway there.
This is such a jam.
Oh, so good.
Especially the part where like he just doesn't take a breath and he just like the bridge. I don't know, you know what I mean?
I do.
Every time I watch that live, he can't do it exactly like that, but it's always so impressive that he's even able to get close to that.
You know what would be impressive is you getting this next clip right, Steve. Are you ready?
All right.
Here it is.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I know it's Green Day. Is that when I come around?
Yeah! Congratulations, Bruce from Bothell. You're going to see the Evergreen Speedway's Granite Cup 25.
Outstanding.
Right on, my man. Have a great time.
We took Barrett to Evergreen Speedway last summer and had the absolute best time ever.
It's been years. I mean, we're talking over 20 years, but the last time I went there, it was for one of their races, and I was like, this is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, we just sat there and for like hour after hour watching these awesome races, and he was on the edge of his seat the entire time.
Does Barrett want to race cars, you think?
Oh, God, I hope not. I'm not ready for that. I am not ready for that.
No.
The Daily Migs Show.
If we've talked about something this morning that you would like to chat with us about, call in now. 206-803-ROCK is the number, and we will check in with the Rockaholics after Foo Fighters. Showtime! It has been a lovely morning. We have received texts and calls from our Rockaholics that we just have not gotten to yet. And right now we do have the chance because we are checking in with the Rockaholics. So call up if you'd like to chime in on anything from the show today, or if you have something on your mind that you'd like to discuss with us. 206-803-ROCK.
And somebody just texted in, wanted to give me a little bit of a hard time based on our discussion about camping over the weekend, because I said I went camping with the family. First time we ever did it. It went well. Well, if you ask my wife, maybe not the same answer, but I look forward to doing it again. My wife does not want to do it with the dogs ever again, and also does not want to do it in a tent ever again.
I mean, meet her in the middle.
Yeah. Well, we're not getting an RV because she keeps bringing up, if we bought an RV, I'm like, well, what are we going to, with what money are we buying this RV? And with what property are we going to keep this RV on?
Oh, the HOA will love it.
Oh, yeah. Parked right out front of our house.
And also, don't you know that they're having like huge deals at Costco on RVs now?
No, they're not. I will never go anywhere near Costco if they're offering deals on RVs, because then I'll have both my wife and my kid asking for one. What, are you going to let us keep an RV on your property?
A lot of people already do, Steve.
Crap, that wasn't the answer I was hoping for.
We have 4 campers on our property
right now. You have 4 campers?
And a tent trailer.
How many of them are yours?
1.
My goodness, man. That is just freaking crazy.
City folks just don't get it.
You should rent them out. Like, even if they're not yours, just like Jimmy the Loft, and then start renting them. You'd probably make bank.
Yeah, like Airbnb.
I'll rent one from you. Can I borrow one for like $100?
Deal.
Perfect. It's a lot cheaper than if I wanted to rent it through an actual RV place. But somebody had a bone to pick based on this part of my conversation with my daughter while we were at the KOA in Leavenworth.
What has been your favorite park so far?
I really like the pool and the staying inside of the camp.
Oh yeah, this camp is cool, right?
Yeah.
Plus, so somebody said a pool. There are no pools in camping unless it's a river. This sounds like the Griswolds meet the great outdoors. City folks just don't get it.
City folks just don't get it.
And you're absolutely right.
I mean, to your point earlier, this is like phase 1.
Yes.
There are many phases in camping that people can, strive to achieve. This was phase 1.
I don't know if we're ever going to graduate to phase 2.
We're going to get you guys backpacks. Pack it in, pack it out.
See, I had no idea what to expect. So we show up to the KOA and there's a pool there. And I'm like, there's a pool. I packed, bathing suit because I was like, we might go to the river. Maybe I'll get a little, dip in there, whatever. This was awesome. Way better than a river. We had a pool.
Oh, well, now you're just bragging.
Somebody said to get a cabin next time you go to the KOA and don't get the base model with no bathroom. Get the big one. It's a game changer, and it's the only way that my wife will agree to go camping. So that was what I was wondering, because they had some cabins that clearly were just an empty room. You know what I mean? Like, there wasn't much to them, but they had air conditioning. So I'm like, okay, I think I can get my wife to do that.
I don't know that we can call that camping.
No, but people
if you're
kept calling
in a
it
cabin.
They're calling it glamping now.
That is not even glamping. That is renting a cabin.
All right, I'll take it.
That's basically a hotel room, Steve.
It really is.
But there's no bathroom in the one I was picking up. If you have no bathroom, I feel like you're camping.
No, you're not camping.
Or you're in a dorm. It's one or the other, right?
I think you should just give up on the camping dream.
I'm okay. Dude, also, what the hell was going on in Leavenworth? I ran into so many listeners. Hey, shout out to Megan. She was super cool at the KOA site because she said her kids listen to Beat Migs all the time. So I walked up to them. Kind of a fun moment because her older son, shout out to him. First I go up to him like, hey, man, how's it going? And I'm like there with his mom. He's like, he almost, I got this vibe of like he was like a protector. He's like, what do you want? And I was like, hey, have you ever listened to Beat Migs? Like, yeah. Like KSW, I'm like, I'm Steve Migs. He's like, no way. He was all excited, but it was kind of cute. At first, he was like super protective of mom.
And he's like, nice to meet you. Don't ever talk to my mom again.
Like, who's this stranger hanging with mom? And then the rest of all the kids, they were awesome. So nice to meet them. And then I met another nice lady by the name of Amber, a few other people as well. I felt like everybody was in Leavenworth this weekend.
My Instagram stories were filled with people in Leavenworth this past weekend.
Well, Travel and Leisure just named it as one of the best cities in all of America. One of the most beautiful, actually not best city, but one of the most beautiful small towns in the U.S.
Agree.
It came in at number 14, praised for its charming Bavarian-themed village and cottages near the Cascade Range, offering a scenic beauty year-round.
And a great KOA campground.
And awesome pretzels.
The Daily Migs Show.
Rockaholics, your help is greatly appreciated this time of year when we throw down with Mary's Place on Kicks for Kids. And we have a goal of putting 400 brand new pairs of shoes on local kids in need as they get ready to go back to school.
And you challenged people earlier to join the 69 Club by donating any kind of amount that includes the number 69. And the Rockaholics have already stepped up this morning. I feel like today is 69 Day because Michelle Harapat, she donated $69 for Kicks for Kids. Anonymous donation of $169 to Kicks for Kids. Clarence Gilbert, I love this one. He wrote, I joined the 69 Club, but he donated $100.
I like that.
I'm fine with that. Any amount works. And thank you to all the Rockaholics because every amount's going to help put brand new shoes on kids in need. And with the school season right around the corner, they can absolutely use them.
Donate $5, $50, or join the 69 Club at KISW.com. I broke a promise to my husband over the weekend, Steve. I told him that we were going to have a nice, relaxing weekend after the Camp Cash Summer Bash. We're not doing anything. We're just going to snuggle.
You also broke your promise to us because before we left, we were like, we got all this crazy stuff. Danny's going to his high school reunion. I'm going camping. You're like, you know what, guys? That's awesome, but I'm going to take it easy this weekend. So when you told me what you did this weekend, I'm like, that is so far from taking it easy.
It was the opposite of taking it easy.
Yeah.
My cousin and her family just bought this house on 3 acres that is the definition of a fixer-upper. I mean, it needs some work. And much like mine and Brad's place did when we first bought ours. And so we ended up over there both on Friday and Saturday night helping them with demolition, cleanup, yard
Did you
work.
have a sledgehammer? You broke stuff?
There was
Okay,
sledgehammering
that's
for
fun.
sure. And even Barrett was pitching in. At one point, I think there were 16 people there from our family and extended family helping, and many hands make light work, as you know.
Well, I don't know that because I don't help people out when it comes to that kind of stuff. But you said your son helped out. How so?
So my cousin's kids.
He's 5.
Yes, he's 5, almost 6, and my cousin's kids have this old little like kid gator, like a little 4-wheeler that has a little trailer on it, and so he was loading up bricks that we were digging out of the ground into the back of this little kid gator and then taking them over and putting them in a brick pile.
Okay, you're showing me the video. So here.
What are you doing, bud? Cleaning up the bricks. And how are you going to haul them away? In this gator? What brand is it?
John Deere.
Oh, John Deere. Nothing runs like a deer.
Okay, wait a second. I can't explain a commercial for John Deere. Also, Danny, saying they're loading up all these bricks. How many bricks do you think were in the back of this gator?
I'm going to go with 1.5.
Ryan Castle's putting up 2 for 2.
Yeah.
More than that, but less than 10. I think there was like 7 bricks in the back of it. Maybe 6.
Yes.
He's doing the Lord's work.
He's a very strong boy.
Yeah. There he goes. That's a far distance for him to go from point A to point B. It's like literally like 15 feet.
That's about it. But we did get a ton of work done, and it's like, you can kind of just like have that sense of satisfaction in pitching in and helping out and watching a transformation. It's going to be a long road, but I'm probably going to go back again this weekend.
Are you a fan of like those fixer-upper shows? Is that like part of like what gets you excited about this?
I love those shows.
Because I love watching them, but that's where the fun ends.
You're not. I can't call you for help this weekend?
No, my phone's not working.
The Daily Migs Show.
Daily Migs Show.
There is a new supergroup paying tribute to the late, great Chris Cornell. We're going to tell you all about it during the Daily Migs download after Green Day.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
Ryan Castle joins us, and I apparently did not get the memo that it was Black Shirt Day.
It's an everyday black shirt.
KISW.
What am I doing wearing pink over here like a loser?
Yeah, I would wear my pink shirt, but I don't have one.
Last time I tried to wear a pink shirt, I got shamed for it because apparently it was red.
Oh, boy.
Sir, that's salmon.
Yeah, I was like, I tried my best, guys.
It's actually Studley Salmon.
Studley salmon.
That was my nickname in high school.
Oh, God.
Not like actually
like fish.
Yes. That might have been true. Hey, the DMV is brought to you by Palace Law. The Seattle Mariners, they kind of smelled like fish yesterday. The other 2 days were great against the Houston Astros, man. They won those 2 games. I was fired up about that, hoping for a series sweep, making them closer and closer to first place. But no, they had a 3-0 lead, and then they blew it. They ended up losing 11-3.
Oh.
Wow. Up next, the Milwaukee Brewers. You're like, well, how are the Milwaukee Brewers doing, you ask? They are currently on a 10-game winning streak.
Great.
We're going to end that.
I hope so.
No problem.
Let's go Mariners.
Delusion.
New supergroup announcement. King Ultra Mega, they debuted with a cover of Rusty Cage by Soundgarden, and this was all in tribute to the late, great Chris Cornell. William Duvall is on vocals from Alice in Chains.
Okay.
Members of Pantera and Mastodon and Metal Allegiance are all part of it.
Yeah, Charlie Benante,
Yes.
It's funny they say members of Pantera and Anthrax. I'm like, well, yeah, it's the one member of Pantera and Anthrax, but he's a huge fan of the Seattle music scene. Like, he's done covers of, like, Mother Love Bone before with, some friends, and I'm not shocked by that.
I want to say I've seen him play with Blue Thunder at the Seahawks.
I was at that game.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if you guys knew the band that William Duvall was in before Alice in Chains, called Comes With the Fall.
Yeah.
I remember hearing them after Curiosity. I'm like, let me listen to these guys. I'm like, man, he sounds a lot like Chris Cornell on those records.
Yeah, I saw them open for Jerry Cantrell on the Boggy Depot album years and years and years ago.
Oh, wow.
And then he came out and sang with Jerry and did some Alice in Chains. So weird how he got that job.
Yeah. Well, here's a taste of the cover of Rusty Cage. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
So good.
He's got pipes.
Yeah, this is a killer release. I'm very excited about it.
I like it when he does Rod Stewart, Young Turks also.
Yes.
Oh, man, he crushes that.
He can do no wrong.
So
First time I heard him with Alice in Chains, I'm like, man, this sounds like Rod Stewart singing with Alice in Chains. You know what? Honestly, I would pay good money to have that happen. That's kind of not going to happen ever, but, boy can dream. Hey, over in British Columbia, there's this woman that's been flooded with phone calls from people that she doesn't know about a missing cat that doesn't exist. And the reason being is that there's a T-shirt that's being sold that has a missing cat on it with a number that they thought was like a made-up number. Turns out they didn't bother to check, this T-shirt company, and it's an actual number for this woman. And here's the woman talking about all the phone calls that she's been getting about this missing cat that does not exist.
Hi, I think I might have found your cat, Torbo.
Hey, I think I found your cat, Torbo.
I just started receiving all of these random calls, and finally Jonathan answered the phone, and he's like, why are you calling this number? It's 11 o'clock at night. They were kind enough to let us know your number is actually on a T-shirt that I bought.
First thing we did was try to contact them on Instagram, and we did get a reply just saying like, hey, sorry about using your number, but we're not making that shirt anymore.
Oh. So there's no Torbo.
The numbers you can't use anymore, 8675309. and 1-900-MIX-A-LOT.
The funny part is like, well, why don't you change your number if it's that annoying? She's like, I don't want to change it because I have the 604 area code, which apparently is now difficult to get, kind of like how 206 is hard to get around here. So she doesn't want to have to get the new area code. So she's going to have to deal with Turbo calls.
Damn it, Turbo.
Damn it, Turbo.
What a great name for a cat, too.
Hey, as far as weather, we're hitting a high of 79 degrees. It's going to be a nice, clear, sunny day. The DMV is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel, and that's what's up.
Ryan Castle is up next with your Morning 12-pack.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Why should you buy an egg? When you invest in the Big Green Egg, you'll enjoy the finest, highest quality outdoor cooker ever made, offering more versatility and delivering better cooking results than anything you've used before. Come visit us at Innovations for Quality Living, located on James Street, and say hi to the Big Green Egg.
If you live in rural Washington, this matters. Olympia is proposing a new forestry rule, making hundreds of thousands of acres off limits on streams with no fish. The result? $8 billion in harm to rural jobs, sawmills, and family foresters. It won't help salmon, and it wasn't driven by science. Olympia's gone too far. Tell Olympia to follow the forest and fish law. Go to forestandfish.com and tell them to start over.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure. Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.